Queen Anne-Marie was the wife of King Constantine II of Greece, deposed in referendums in 1973 and 1974. Her title is Queen of Greece, or Queen of the Hellenes, is not recognized under the terms of the Greek constitution. 1. International precedent is that former holders of certain offices continue to wear their former title as a courtesy title throughout their lives. Birth and youth. Anne-Marie was born Princess of Denmark at Amalienborg Palace in Copenhagen. She is the youngest daughter of King Frederick IX of Denmark and his wife, Princess Ingrid of Sweden. Her godparents were King Christian X of Denmark, King Gustav VI Adolf of Sweden, Prince Bertil of Sweden, King Haakon VII of Norway, Queen Alexandrine of Denmark, Crown Princess Martha of Norway, Queen Mary of Great Britain, Queen Juliana of the Netherlands, and Princess Dagmar of Denmark. Anne-Marie is the younger sister of the current Queen Margrethe II of Denmark. Anne-Marie was educated at Zoll's School in Denmark from 1952 to 1963. In 1962 she attended Châtelard School for Girls, an English boarding school near Montreux in Switzerland. In 1963 and 1964 she attended Institut Le Mesnil, a Swiss further education school, also located in Montreux. Engagement and marriage. In 1959, at the age of 13, Anne-Marie first met her future husband, Crown Prince Constantine of Greece, who was accompanying his parents, King Paul and Queen Frederica of Greece, on a state visit to Denmark. The second time they met in Denmark was in 1961, when Constantine announced to his parents his intention to marry Anne-Marie. They met again in Athens in May 1962 at the wedding of Constantine's sister Sophia to Prince Juan Carlos of Spain, and in 1963 at the celebration of the centenary of the Greek monarchy. Anne-Marie and Constantine were married on September 18, 1964 in the metropolis, the Greek Orthodox Cathedral of Athens. As Queen of Greece, Anne-Marie spent most of her time working for a charitable foundation known as Her Majesty's Fund that helped people in rural areas of Greece. In December 1967, Anne-Marie's husband King Constantine attempted a counter-coup against the military junta that had been sworn in by himself after the successful coup of April of the previous year. The counter-coup failed, and Anne-Marie and her family had to flee to Italy. For 2 months they lived in the Greek embassy and then for the next 5 years in a house on the outskirts of Rome. In 1973, Anne-Marie moved with her family to England. At first they lived in Chobham, Surrey. Later they moved to the London suburb of Hampstead, official status since 1973. Although Constantine and Anne-Marie went into exile in 1967, Greece officially remained a monarchy for several years, with Major General Georgios Zoitakis as regent. On June 1, 1973, self-proclaimed Prime Minister General George Papadopoulos deposed Constantine as king and proclaimed Greece a republic. In November 1973, Papadopoulos himself was overthrown by General Dimitrios Ioannidis. After the Turkish invasion of Cyprus in August 1974, the military junta collapsed. The new Prime Minister Constantine Karamanlis held a referendum on December 8, 1974, in which 68.8% of those who voted approved the abolition of the Greek monarchy. The former royal family questioned the moral legitimacy of the referendum on the grounds that they were not allowed to return to Greece to campaign there. 4. On June 11, 1975, the new Republican Constitution of Greece went into effect, under which no special titles were recognized for Greek citizens. From that moment on, most Greeks stopped recognizing the titles of the former royal family. Some Greeks are even offended that Anne-Marie is called Anne-Marie of Greece, instead imposing on her the use of her dynastic name and calling her Anne-Marie Glucksberg, a name she never used for herself. Anne-Marie is still referred to as Queen Anne-Marie of Greece, or Hellenes, by most royal courts, including those of the United Kingdom, Spain, Luxembourg, and Jordan. Courts in Denmark and Sweden referred to her as Queen Anne-Marie, without any territorial designation. Courts in the Netherlands referred to her as former Queen Anne-Marie of Greece. Quando viaggio por el mundo, Anne-Marie utiliza un pasaporte diplomático danes con el nombre de Anne-Marie de Grecia, la forma española de su nombre. Actividades actuales. En 1980, Anne-Marie y Constantine fundaron el Hellenic College de Londres, un colegio bilingüe al que asistieron sus propios hijos. Actualmente es presidenta honoraria del centro. El gobierno griego no permitió a Ana-Maria regresar a Grecia hasta 1981, cuando se le permitió entrar en el país durante unas horas para asistir al funeral de su suegra, la reina Federica. En 1993, Ana-Maria y su familia realizaron una visita privada a Grecia. Desde 2003, cuando finalizó el litigio de propiedad entre su marido Constantino y el gobierno griego, Ana-Maria ha visitado Grecia en varias ocasiones. En 2003, Anne-Marie y su marido fundaron la Fundación Anne-Marie con el dinero que les reembolsó el gobierno griego por el defalco de su propiedad privada. La fundación presta ayuda a las víctimas de catástrofes naturales, como terremotos y inundaciones en Grecia. Anne-Marie es la presidenta de la fundación. El 14 de agosto de 2004, Anne-Marie y su marido Constantine visitaron su antiguo hogar en Atenas, el antiguo Palacio Real, ahora Palacio Presidencial, por primera vez desde 1967. Fueron recibidos por el entonces presidente de Grecia, Kostas Stephanopoulos, junto con otros miembros del Comité Olímpico Internacional, del que Constantine es miembro honorario. En diciembre de 2004, Constantine, Anne-Marie y sus hijos fueron invitados de nuevo en visita personal por el presidente Stephanopoulos.